I'm not saying that if clubs are coming in, they're saying if a club say, "Oh, I need a goal scoring wing," and they think that for his age and for the amount of games that he played, that is a good goal scoring record, then I'm asking for good money. It is that simple. I'm not saying ask for too much to the point that no one is gonna buy him. And I'm like, remember that video of you, Said, when you were doing the career mode? And they're like, 1 second, and they just walked away. I'm not trying to do that. That's what's gonna be United if we ask for too much money. But at the same time, I'm just saying you're in a position where you have pursuers. We're not. It's not like we said he's for sale. Yes, of course, everyone knows that we have a PSR situation. Yes, of course, we'd like to have a sale with a young, a player that is from our academy. But you have the right to ask. I'm not underselling. Like Ainge said, 42 million, whatever. I'm not doing that. We already got more than that, by the way. Napoli offered us 50 something, I believe, or 50.
No,
and United already rejected. So I already know the minimum. I know where the floor is.
Wasn't that
what they offered is 42 million pounds.
I think
and then about 6 million.
42 million. 42.
And then about 6 million, just to quickly, so it's about 6 million add-ons. Like if they're reachable, if they're like after 50 games or whatever, after 30 games, I think my view is about 50 million euros is break even. Anything more, we've done well. Anything less, we've done poorly. 50 million euros. I just don't think he's a smart. Like one of the things is, if you're a wide player like Garnacho is, he doesn't have the physical attributes for a top wide player. Like it's not like he's powerful or quick after the first. Okay, if you don't have that, that's okay. Are you a really technical player that makes really good decisions on the ball? He doesn't have that either. So what is his skill set? What he actually does, people think he's like a flashy player. He's not. He's actually a really industrious, hardworking.
So are you saying we're supposed to take the first offer? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying my view is 50 million euros is break even. Anything more, we've done well.
That's 42 million.
But don't forget
they offer 42.
Play hardball.
But don't forget, it's 20
last
years
year's window. Go to Napoli and tell them, listen, what's your best offer? Give us your best offer now, and we'll take it. That's what we should do. Like,
but don't forget, he's 20 years old though. Like you lot acting like he's not 20, bro. You can't.
But his talent level.
What I'm saying.
He bought Mason Mount. He bought Mason Mount for how much?
No, I'm not talking about.
Let me ask you a question.
No.
How much is Lamine right now? How much is Lamine Yamal right now?
What was that?
He's a 200 million pound player.
I don't know.
Not Yamal.
Lamine Yamal is 100 million plus. Yes or no?
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah, he's 200 million.
Basing it on what? You're basing that on talent. You're not basing it on what it could become.
No, you're not.
You're basing it on the talent of the player.
Nah, it's both.
As a better example, because he's actually cheap things.
Wait. It's what Staffy said before. Yeah. When you're projecting the future, you can sell a dream. You can sell a dream.
Yeah, I can tell you anything.
It hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened yet. If
ask for more money, I'm not saying don't sell him, guys. I'm just saying we should ask for more money.
Yes,
that's simple.
The only reason why we're even getting money for him right now, like 40 million above, is because we've sold that dream. We've sold that dream, like baby Ronaldo, huge potential. On a realistic level, he's not worth more than 35 million pounds.
Realistically, yeah.
Nah, we can't.
Yes,
you can't. You guys can't.
I'm saying realistically. I'm completely understanding that clubs overpay for potential. That's fine.
Yeah, but you can't do that, Brian. When it comes to
in terms of value, he is worth no more than 35 million. You can overpay for potential. We've done it. There's nothing wrong with that.
100%.
I'm just saying he's not, like, in terms of his ability right now. You wouldn't pay more than 35 million pounds for him. Most clubs can't
the other
afford
thing,
it.
Brian, you know what I agree with you completely. The other thing is, my concern is if we keep him for another 12 months, 24 months, the perception of Garnacho will start to change because people will be like, oh, he hasn't improved. And because the thing is, I'm just basing, like, sometimes, like, goals, and this is what Staffy was saying before, goals and assists, sometimes they mask your weaknesses.
Yeah. It's the easiest thing to sell. There's nothing easier than selling goals.
And the thing is, all I'm basing his game off is what are his attributes? What is he really good at? Like, what do you see him doing? Is he somebody with a great vision? Does he have great vision?
He will not tell you.
And he's 20 years old. He's 20.
Yeah,
he's 20 years old.
Oh my
I'm
God.
getting sick and tired of it. Even he's 20. How many times he's 20 years old?
He
Bro,
is 20.
You man are saying, wait.
The thing is,
you man are saying your mouth in the Liga. What 20? Name me a 20-year-old in the Premier League doing madnesses. Please let me know.
Sorry?
Let me know on a consistent basis. Name me a 20-year-old in the Premier League doing a madness consistently in the Premier League. Please let me know.
So
Bro,
this
see,
is the example I'll give you. Yeah, when Saka was coming through,
Bro,
you could
Saka's
see
doing it, bro.
You could see his level. You could see. Hold on. Let me just make my point. You could see his level of talent.
Four goals and 4 assists in 1 season. Don't do that.
Inshallah.
You know what? I take a 20-year-old.
For the last 8. Don't do that.
And watch Dibbling. Look at Dibbling right now, 18. Dibbling's better player than Garnacho. Dibbling.
That's right.
No.
He's a better ball
And if I came to United right now, would he look the same? Would he look the same?
No,
Would he look the same? Would he look the same?
Doesn't work like
If
that.
came to United
So
right now,
negative, but
would he look the
everything
same?
about you is a negative output. Negative.
What
You're
is?
thinking negatively, man.
You just want to sell. Is that what you just want to sell? You just want to
Go
sell.
on, man. Go on.
What I miss? What I miss?
He's saying basically the potential, we're looking at too much age, yeah? And basically, Garnacho can get better. Like, he's 20, he can get better. That's why we should hold out for more bigger fee. That's what you're saying, basically.
That's not what I'm even saying. I'm not saying that. You man, wait, do you know what it is? You man have got an emotional attachment that you don't like him. I don't care.
You're emotional. What do you mean? You're the most
player.
emotional.
I'm
not emotional. You're emotional.
Wait.
I don't like him. I don't like him.
I'm emotional because you gotta not listen.
If anybody likes
Stella,
I don't like him.
Stella, can I ask you a
We
question?
have a commodity. Wait. We have a commodity that's 20 years old. Yeah. That's that's 20 years old. We bought Rasmus Højlund 75 million. We bought Mason Mount 1 year left on his contract, and he had an injury exposed season 55 million. Harry Maguire 80 million. How many times are we gonna get Ginnels and not Ginnels anybody else, brother? The guy's 20 years old. 20. And you man are saying, selling for 40 million. Are you skunked? What are we doing?
Who's the most expensive? Who's the most expensive youngster?
What do you want? 70 million euros.
I do the
Estrella, who do you say is the best club that sells players? Let's. I want to get a baseline of what your value perception is, because I'm a little bit confused. In the Premier League, let's use a big club, because it's a little bit big clubs when it comes to selling. It's a lot more difficult for them.
Chelsea or Man City.
Okay, Chelsea or Man City. So who's the youngest player Chelsea have sold for big money?
Cole Palmer for 40 million.
No, Chelsea sold.
Chelsea. Man City sold him.
Who did Chelsea sell?
Imagine we sold somebody of the quality of Cole Palmer for 40 million.
How much did they sell Tammy Abraham for? How much did they sell Tammy Abraham for?
So Tammy Abraham was about 45 million euros, I think.
And what about the guy that signed for Aston Villa? The left back.
Matson. They sold Matson for 35.
35.
35, okay.
Yeah, but that was a PSR issue. They dodged the market with that one. And they sold.
But I'm just saying, like, Chelsea have a great academy. All of us can agree here. Chelsea probably have one of the best academies, if not the best, when it comes to selling young players. Not very, if anybody they've sold for 60 million pounds. If any.
No, but you can't. Wait, Brian, you can't look at it like that.
I'm saying in terms of talent, they produce top talent.
No, but Brian, you're looking at it the wrong way.
Level.
That talent you're talking about, they don't get a first team opportunity. Garnacho has been in our first team for how long?
That's not a good thing.
No, hold on, Brian. You're looking at it the wrong way.
We are overplaying Garnacho.
Brian, you're looking at it the wrong way.
Let me tell you why it's a bad thing. Let me tell you why it's a bad thing. If he's coming off from the bench, Garnacho, right, he will be performing better, right? He has a senior player ahead of him, right? You even agree with this, Estrella. He's not supposed to be playing this many games. He hasn't earned the rights to play this many games. We're only playing him because we don't have any other option. So you end up having a lot more games where he's shit. If he was actually coming off on the bench, he had someone that was in front of him, you'd actually be able to say, hey, this guy's potential. The only reason why he's not playing more is because we have this better player ahead of him. But, highly talented. Look at his performances.
Yeah, but Brian,
less minutes, less goals to minutes ratio. You'd be able to ask for more money. But now he's playing all these games.
No, Brian, you're looking at it completely wrong, brother. Hold on one second. I get what you're saying. That should have been the case with Garnacho. But that's not the case, right? We already know that. The difference between Man City selling talent and us selling this guy, I'm not saying he's better. Palmer was better than him and he wasn't playing. Some of the academy players that they sold, the likes of Lavia and them, these guys were so much more talented than what we have right now. The difference is, it at the end of the day, comes down to supply and demand. It's just that simple, okay? They have players that are very good, but they don't even use them. So you can't sit there and be like, I can demand huge money for players that barely get any game time. Cole Palmer was barely getting games in the Community Shield and in the Super Cup. He was very good, but he just never had a chance to start over anyone. When it comes to Garnacho is not better than Palmer, but he's more valuable to Man United than Palmer was to City. And that's what matters at the end of the day.
He's more valuable to us because he's a starter.
Exactly.
Because he's a start. That's what I'm trying to say. And that doesn't mean he's more talented. I cannot undersell. No, Said, you're still not understanding where me and Sterling coming from. We want to sell him. We just want to get more money. You guys just want to say, you know what? We're lucky to even get this offer. Let's just sell him. That is not how business works. Said, if I have 4 cars sitting in the lot right now, and you have 1, my cars by default are just less valuable. Because if I sell 1, I could still rely on 3 more. You are selling the only car you have, you will demand more money. That is just how business works. We have only 1 starter in left wing right now. It doesn't matter how good or bad he is, because it's very rare for me, and I'm seeing pursuers without me offering for sale. I could sit there and have some leverage and say, you know what? You're asking for 50,
we don't have
but
no
I'm going to go to
leverage.
60 or 65. That's
What's our leverage? What's our leverage right now?
He's not for sale. We're not trying to sell him. We're not desperate to sell him. Why are we not understanding that?
That's not true. That is absolutely not true. Do you know why I know that's not true? You don't say you don't want to sell something and put a price tag on it. If Man United didn't want to sell, he's not for sale.
Wait, that's simple. No, Brian, I'm sorry. That is not simple. Let me just respond to Brian.
That's not how it works. That is not true.
During the Alex Ferguson's era, how many times did you hear a price tag on any of our players? How many? Did we ever put a price tag on Rooney?
Bro, that doesn't make sense, bro. That's not true.
No, but
you don't want to sell this guy.
You say he's not for sale. You say he's untouchable. Arsenal, man, dude. Why do you hear Arsenal rumors about?
No one is untouchable, Said. No one is untouchable. I'm just saying, it's not like we came out then we said, "Yo, we have to sell Garnacho." Like everyone knows, we're desperate to sell Rashford, right? If you told me right now we got an offer for Rashford, I say, you know what? We are desperate to sell him because of everything happening. I have to accept that. But this kid is sitting collecting 50K a week. I'm not desperate to get his salary up. I'd like to get some money for PSR. That's ideal. So if people come in and say, hey, by the way, is he for sale? I'll be like, he's not for sale, but I'll listen to offers. That is different than say, yo, I am desperate to get him out right now.
It's a negotiation position.
It's simple. I don't know how
Man United are not going to come out and say, hey, we're desperate. But the mere fact that they've put a price tag on him, they've listened to multiple offers. They've spoken to Chelsea our rival club, about him. They are more than open to selling this guy.
That's not
like,
even like
that's fine, Brian. But that's fine. That's how you want to negotiate, Brian.
Because if now, Stuffy, we have no leverage. We need the money. We need to spend it on players who fit our system. This is what you guys are not getting. We need to sell Garnacho for them multiple reasons.
We don't need to. We want to, Said.
Hold on a minute. Therefore, you might not be dilly-dallying around and asking for more money, yeah? When the value of the player is that, bro. If United, like I said to you, are dilly-dallying around, what Ange said before, the value could decrease. Every summer, there's new wingers that are being linked. You are missing an opportunity for a player that nobody here believes is going to get to that level, yeah? Or because you want an extra 10, 15 million. You lot, I'm not
Said he's 20 years old. He's not going to decrease in price when he's 20, Said. Let's just be honest.
Why not?
Why not? To know that.
Why not?
That's not how it is, bro. He's 20. He's not going to decrease in price.
Wait. Wait.
So what's one second. Because Said, you're telling me right now, every other winger, there's going to be other wingers in the world, their price is going to go up. Why can't I think of Garnacho being one of them?
Let me respond to that.
You don't even raise Garnacho, Safi.
But that's even better, Brian. Because I am not saying that out of bias. I do not rate him. I do not rate him like that. But I know he's not going to decrease tomorrow like everyone else is saying. We don't need to sell him. We want to sell him. We need to sell Rashford. We need to sell Casemiro. These are the guys that we need to sell. These are the players that we need to sell.
Garnacho, wait. If you think about the system that we play, if Garnacho does not fit the system over the next 6 months, over the next 12 months, if he's not playing regularly,
squad doesn't fit how we play. That's fine. I already know that. But you guys are not understanding the difference between need.
One at a time.
Let me land, man. So the risk is Garnacho's profile does not suit. We know Amrin's not going to change. He's not going to change to suit a Garnacho style. If Garnacho continues to struggle in a system that does not suit his attributes, then his value
in every game.
He's not playing him every game.
He was on the bench. I'd agree with you.
He's playing him
because he's got other options. He hasn't got options. He doesn't have options in the team. That's why. Exactly. If he had an option that suited that profile more, he would play them ahead of Garnacho. He didn't want to play him for 3-4 weeks, and now he hasn't got up. Rashford's out of the team. He wants to play Ahmad in a different position. What are his options? Who else can he play ahead of Garnacho?
Here's the thing,
Ange. We need specialists in this.
You're seeing 40. You're seeing the extra potential. What's the valuation gap? 10, 50 million, maybe more?
According to Strela, it's 30 million.
He wants 70 million euros.
I just want to know what the gap is because they've offered us 42 million.
Stop talking about euros. I said 65 million pounds. That's what I want. Straight cash.
65
million euros.
65 million pounds. Hold on.
Sterling pound.
65 million pounds. Cool. 65 million pounds.
That's the most ridiculous thing ever.
And they offered us what? 42 million pounds plus
42 million,
plus bonuses of
about 60 million.
Okay,
so around 50 million euros.
So we'll say Australia wants an extra 50 million. We'll say 50 million. We'll say an extra 50 million. Okay. Now we need to rebuild our club. Let me just show you where I'm coming from. Right? We don't have the money. We have restrictions with PSR. If you want to go sign more players, selling Garnacho would give us a lot more wiggle room to go buy the players we need to rebuild our team.
Thank you.
We're not going to miss him. Okay? If it was a case of situation where we were going to miss him short term and long term, I'd be like, don't do it. He's doing something in the team right now. We should demand more money. But he's not even doing that. You get what I'm saying? He's not even performing at the level in our team right now that I'm like, man, if this guy's not in the team, is a problem. He's not even affecting our team now. People say, oh, this is the position. Even when Jonathan Hag was playing his favorite position, right? Maybe out wide, left wing. You can give whatever excuses you want to give you. He wasn't even that great. Let's be real. Well, he wasn't. It's frustrating to watch. No, now, do I think he can get better? Sure. I think he'll get better. How much? I don't know. Nobody here knows. At the end of the day, this is why you should include a sell-on clause. Hold on.
Yeah.
Include a sell-on clause.
I'm not going to lie. I'm going to miss him.
Oh, that's include a sell-on clause. So if he does bang and you sell him on in the future.
Oh, Saeed, come on, man. That's
sad.
Bro. I tried to back you, because of the whole, the background. We're finished, bro.